All right, as we record a quick intro here, I kind of thought about it. Like, I recorded a lot of like random, just like random little tidbits of Metroid Dread along the way, and just to think about like things like this, where we're doing the shinespark kind of puzzle thing going on, like this is my wasted 20s you're looking at. You know what I mean? Like, this is me pissing away like the last months of my 20s doing shinespark puzzles. shinespark, for those that don't know, is an ability that Samus gets in pretty much all the Metroid 2D games, where if she gets enough runway, she gets a running star with enough runway, she kind of like takes off almost like a plane a little bit. She kind of goes into this like kind of like flash like mode where it's just like she's like the juggernaut bitch, just like running through various walls. And the main function, of course, is breaking these goddamn shinespark blocks that you kind of see right here. One of the things that is a little bit different in this game is that in order to initiate the shinespark sequence, you actually have to press down on the joystick, because the joystick kind of acts like a button. If you press it down, like clicks. Whereas the other ones, you just needed to run and it would just initiate after a certain amount of distance. It's kind of annoying. I think it's a really unnecessary kind of modification of the controls. It just kind of wears the shit out of your controllers. Like, I definitely took some time, like some wear and tear on my Joy-Cons for sure doing this dumb shit. What I'm doing right now, as you can kind of see, just kind of getting a sense about what's happening right here. I am trying to break these bricks right here with the shinespark ability. These bricks are capable of being broken by either a blast or my bombs that I have to use when I'm in this when I'm in the morph ball state. And these are essentially like pitfall kind of blocks. They'll shatter the moment I touch them. Basically, like they're like any like interaction with these will pretty much send me back to the bottom, and I got to restart all over again. So with the shinespark ability, what you are able to do is that when you hit the sequence where the shinespark initiates, you press down on it like that, and it'll essentially charge up. From there, you can do directional jumps like that, but the moment you hit the jump button neutrally, you'll launch yourself like that. So what I'm trying to do right now is hit the charge, right? And there's always doors in the way that will just prevent you from getting enough runway in order to initiate the fucking thing. They always do that. There's always a door that you're gonna constantly keep bumping into trying to initiate it. It's so fucking annoying because you just want to retry doing what you're doing. Charge it up, go through. What I'm trying to do right now is like charge it up, make the jump, break these blocks with bombs, and then as I break them, I need to like be able to break them. I need to launch myself, and when you launch, you can actually pick which direction you go to, kind of like really roughly. So I'm going to try to launch diagonally into this block, right? If these blocks break before I do it, I'm just going to fall through the blocks again. I'm going to have to restart the whole fucking thing, which is what you're looking at. It's super, super annoying. It's one of those things, like anybody who does Metroid runs will tell you, like, this shit is the thing that'll take an exorbitant amount of time because you need to perform these type of things in order to get all of the items. The energy tanks, which are your life, the rockets, which are basically kind of like your special ammunition, the different bombs that you get, all the different games. A lot of these things will wind up getting locked up simply by little puzzles like this. And this is not even close to like some of the more intricate type of shinespark puzzles you perform. We'll get to that later. The real reason why I'm doing this, though, is kind of just like a quick little TSA while we're watching. So in the last episode, we did the AVP arcade run with Lance and Kyler. We all kind of went through that together, had a lot of fun, ate a lot of coins, if you will, with the golden teacher thing, and just kind of went through that whole idea. And we were going to kind of make it a twofer, right? We were going to kind of butter ourselves up, go through that whole arcade experience. It takes like 50 minutes or whatever to go through that. And then we were going to play a little bit of Alien Isolation, kind of put ourselves in a little bit of a crazed state while we're trying to running away from this giant-ass xenomorph. I would say the second half of the video didn't go particularly well. I kind of knew that I wanted to break it up, obviously, just so I can get at least something out around the Halloween kind of season area. And I just thought that video on its own, I thought was perfect. It was like the perfect kind of length, the perfect type of content that I was looking for. I thought it worked really well and I enjoyed it. But the second half to me was a little bit plodding. I'm not going to lie. I kind of made the mistake of not just doing like a survival mode or even potentially just playing through the game a little bit until we kind of got to a part where we're getting chased in. I wanted to show a little more of the cinematic element to begin with because I do think the game has a lot of really badass like details and elements in it that just make it really, really cool to go through and just kind of walk through and kind of engage with. But it wasn't the most exciting in the world. And again, we were all at that point pretty altered, all things considered, and it just kind of wound up being a lot of us just getting lost in silence. And while there's a lot of really cool ambiance and things like that, it took us a long ass time to really get into the meat of the action. And when I say action, I mean, just like literally us just like failing to run away from humans that were like shooting at us, and like just like forgetting which codes we need to go to and just getting lost for like fucking 10-15 minutes at a time. Like it was a lot. We did end up seeing the xenomorph for a second. We got to see it kind of in live and in living color, and we did wind up getting one death, and I'll just for the sake of brevity, I'll just kind of show you what ended up happening.
Like a distraction.
What if they won? You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, what if they just killed them straight up?
Ah. Damn. Gotcha.
That's Alien Isolation. Yeah, that was pretty much it. I mean, there really wasn't anything more to it than that. We wound up kind of calling it at the end because everybody kind of needed to go home, and I just wasn't like super jazzed about it necessarily. I blame myself, not the people involved. I think Lance and Kyla were great for the content that we made. I think I didn't prep enough for that Alien Isolation video. I've been trying to force it as kind of like a thing to do, but I just don't really know if it's made to be. I mean, I may wind up releasing that sometime later down the line, just as kind of like a bonus thing or whatever if I'm feeling up to it. But for this video, we're going to put a little bit of a bow tie on my whole Metroid Dread experience. It's been awesome, man. I really enjoyed it. We're going to get a little sense of kind of how this game wraps up, kind of showing a little bit of the completionist elements to it, some of the other elements of the game that are super awesome. And I don't know, we'll just, there's going to be some boss fights because, I love the struggle. So this is Metroid Dread, A Day in the Life of Samus. I'll tell you what, man, if you can't appreciate a waifu with a cannon for a right hand, then you and I are just not on the same wavelength. But I'm glad you're here. We're going to be going through a little bit more of some Metroid Dread here. A lot has happened, I will say. I kind of intended to make a few more videos in between. It just happens, man. This whole beginning of this like YouTube channel really started with me like just making a bunch of different Metroid videos. And it's funny, I think it like kind of lended into both elements. Parts that I just thought where the design was just absolutely gorgeous and just amazing, and then parts where I just wanted to fucking throw the controller across the room, just smash my fist in the television, and just fucking curse the motherfuckers that ever made these goddamn games. It's both. It really is, and it just always elicits strong emotions from me no matter what. I was playing the game yesterday, my girlfriend was in the shower. I'm like killing an Emmy, doing some stupid ass shinespark puzzle, and she's like, "What the hell is going on out here?" And it's just, I was enjoying every second of it. I was so miserable and just yelling and cursing the creators of this game, and just loving every second of it. And I think that's really what this fucking show is all about when it comes down to it. Get a load of the purple and green though on fucking our girl Samus here, man. I gotta say, like, for a game with a character that basically wears more or less the same design in every single game, she has a lot of drip. You know what I mean? Like, every single game really has done a lot with their color scheme. Ironically, I think the orange almost has become my least favorite. It's not that I hate it. I just think it probably was at its best in its original design on the NES. All right, well, I've rambled on long enough, having explored kind of pretty much as much of the map as I can with the items I have. We're going to go to an unexplored area called Anubia. It's actually where my ship is, so let's go up there, check it out, and see what's what.
A few moments later.
Oh, fucking son of a bitch, dude. I'm fucking totally blocked off. Oh my god. All right, so here's the problem. There's this one block. This whole area is completely closed off for me to be able to traverse through. There's this one block right here that you would assume would lead me to a whole other wider space in this entire part of the map. The problem is that it's on the right side. You can kind of see right there. So in order for me to actually break through this block, I have to enter in through a completely other way. And then once I finally get to this region, I can use the grapple beam, break this block off, pull it off like I did over here in order to finally get through. So this area is completely closed off. I have to fucking go all the way around and enter in through a completely other way in the fucking game. Meaning that I've got to go from down here, hit this elevator, go all the way down to this map, down here, traverse through this whole fucking area, go all the way back over here, go to the Gavorian section, go all the way back to the Gavorian section, and then somehow traverse all the way back over here to hit this fucking entrance, which is the entrance to go to the same fucking spot I just went to. This is one of those weird things about Metroid that I find very interesting. The game does still follow the traditional search action tropes that you kind of, in many ways, this game actually kind of pioneered, really. You see it in the Castlevania series that I loved. Bloodstained Ritual of the Night, kind of more of a modern sort of take on that. And you've obviously got Hollow Knight and other games that have kind of followed the same, thing and so on. If you watch my Ender Lilies video, you get a pretty good idea of what I'm talking about, kind of when you go through these sort of search action Metroidvania games. You traverse through new areas, fight some nasty shit, do a little bit of platforming, find some hidden items, regroup at save points whenever you can, until eventually you reach this sort of climax of some, big bad kind of at the end of this, where you get potentially a new item that'll help you progress even further in the game. Simple shit, but it's funny for the series that really pioneered much of these tropes. Metroid tends to play with the formula a bit. There's a lot of search action, a lot of traversing the same areas, finding new paths and items and over, but it's coupled with a sense of pacing that I think lends it to being a little bit more of a suspenseful experience. You can almost like feel the asshole and how the game is designed sometimes, or it's just like you just feel like someone's just being a dick, and for lack of a better term, it kind of fills you with a sense of dread. You know what I mean? Castlevania, though like a franchise largely based on traditional horror tropes, doesn't do a lot to really create suspense. It's not really scary. It doesn't ever make you feel kind of eerie or powerless in a lot of ways. Even when progression is hard, there's never a sense that you can't stop what you're doing and go back and then kill a few things until you level up and it gets easier for you, that type of shit. But I kind of noticed this like a lot in Metroid Fusion in particular, where I think the game really leans into a sense of unease, kind of like a sense of something kind of really unnerving kind of happening around every corner that you go through. And though eventually you will just start traversing through the same fucking areas you've been through over and over again, like it's no big deal, looking for whatever random missile hidden in a crevice in the wall that you didn't fucking see the first time. Going in it initially, it's not like that at all. And I'm not just talking about the chase sequences. That's one thing. And again, at that point, you're not like worried about searching for anything other than a place to fucking hide, right? Until you can fucking kill that thing, you are just getting to the next area, and hopefully you can find whatever means it is to escape. That's all that matters. But then there will be points where the game will just straight up soft lock you into a new area. You can't go back. You'll walk into a new room, and before you even get like a sense of what the hell is going on, it's just like kaboom. You're just going, you just fall through a floor into a new area. You can't go back. There's still a lot of like exploration, but the walls you run into are just clearly meant to fuck with your expectations going in.
What is this, Wonka? Some kind of fun house?
Why, having fun?
The game tends to pull you along whenever you go into a new area. It makes it very clear to you.
Oh, you can't get out backwards. Gotta go forwards to go back. Better press on.
Going back to my Ender Lilies video again, in that game, there's rarely anything like that. Even in the traditional Castlevania games, there are roadblocks, sure, paths closed to you until you get to the proper, until you get the proper ability to open them. But in Metroid games, they tend to trap you a lot more, creating a sense of unease that is palpable. And in some ways, it's cool in that like it really works with the story. Like a perfect example is that there's a point in the game where everything kind of starts to cool down. Like there's like a whole region starts to freeze, and it's because the heat generator in Kataris is like big, something is fucking with it, some big monster that you need to ultimately fight. So you'll notice as you're walking through, all the different doors that you're able to progress through are all frozen up, and it's basically just leading you along a linear path to the particular monster that happens to be in an area you've already gone through. You fight that thing, go through it. In that sense, the soft locking is really part of building that narrative, which again really isn't very common in Castlevania games. Like it's not a thing that you see a lot. In that sense, I think it's kind of cool. And even the parts that kind of soft lock you are kind of cool. Where it fucking sucks dick, though, is when you're got to constantly keep backtracking to certain areas. Like, why is it important for you to not allow me to fucking traverse this area, dude? It's just very odd in that way, right? One simple fucking soft lock is the only reason why I can't continue to explore this whole goddamn area. Right? But it is just such a major element in this game. It just drives me fucking crazy. All right, enough of this shit. I'm going to fucking go to the other side. Luckily, you won't have to watch me do that shit. And hopefully, we'll be able to proceed with this video.
Eventually.
Alright. We're back to fucking Hanabuya. I don't know. If I get soft locked here, this fucking video ends. Oh shit. You see those dudes in the background? Yeah, we're about to get into some serious shit right now.
This area, Hanabuya, is There is still a problem. Destroying the planet will eliminate the X-parasites, but Ravenbeak is unlikely to sit idly by as this happens.
All right, so earlier in the game, I actually wound up running into a member of the Chozo. It's kind of like a big story thread throughout kind of midway point in the game. The Chozo, I'm not going to go super into the whole lore of this game, because I don't think many of you fucking care, and probably don't even care about this, but I don't give a fuck. But the Chozo are like these bird-like, alien beings from another world that are kind of very peaceful people with advanced technology. They're ass kickers through and through. They actually adopted Samus. I think her parents were apparently killed by space pirates / maybe Ridley, if you read the comics. I don't really know though 100%. That's why she kind of exhibits a lot of their fighting styles. She uses their gear. She's able to exhibit a lot of their abilities. She was able to kind of really ingratiate herself, kind of similar to the guy from Avatar and shit, and really learn their ways and their methods. And it's kind of interesting, like throughout all of her experience, she's kind of traversing through these worlds that have like Chozo relics, but it's pretty rare you're ever actually seen a Chozo. I mean, you just sort of see remnants of their existence, kind of like similar to the Mayans or whatever. Like there's a lot of indications that whatever technology they were able to find later on kind of destroyed them. And in this particular game, the idea is that Ravenbeak is like the leader of this sort of like, he's sort of like this fascist asshole, dude who runs like one particular tribe of Chozo. And the idea was he was going to try to use the Metroids as like a weapon, almost kind of like, sort of the Wayland Corporation, I guess, in the Alien series. Samus, I think, sort of unknowingly foiled his plans by destroying all remnants of the Metroids. But there's a bit of a twist, right? So in Metroid Fusion, right, there's the X-Parasite. There's the existence of the X-Parasite, right? This sort of like weird gelatinous thing that you've been kind of seeing so far in the game where, it's almost like the Thing or whatever, like it sort of takes on the form of whatever creatures it kind of comes into contact with. The parasite comes in contact with you. You nearly die, right? You kind of almost like turn into a zombie monster thing or whatever. And the only way in which to save you is by using the Metroid genes, because the Metroids actually consume the X-Parasite. They're almost like, they're kind of like natural prey, if you will. It's like a hawk to a snake or whatever. So you're actually injected with the Metroid gene. So unknowingly in this game, Ravenbeak is actually looking for you, right? He's actually trying to consume your abilities. That's the way he was able to program the Emmys to specifically go after you, because they're literally looking for that Metroid gene. It's a little bit like Superman with General Zod, a little bit, where it's like, Superman has all the genetic genes of his sort of like past race, and Zod needs basically his whole DNA in order to recreate his own race and make it on Earth. It's a little bit similar to that. Kind of similar sort of story tropes a lot in the way. The X-Parasite's kind of just been broken out. I think that like Homie was trying to use the X-Parasite for his own purposes. I don't know if it's consumed him or not. We really haven't gotten there, but they have just completely like run rampant now. That's why all the monsters now, even in the areas I've been to before, are all basically now X-Parasites. They've all just been basically consumed. Samus can actually consume the parasites and use them for weapons and fuel. It actually is kind of like her life, more or less, and her ammunition. But if she doesn't capture them, those things will run rampant and actually like turn and meld into other monsters. And in Metroid Fusion, it was a little more limited in what it could do. But in fucking Metroid Dread, it goes wild, man. I mean, you are definitely fighting some serious fucking things right now. And things are melding into each other and morphing all over the place. You'll see it throughout the entire playthrough here. It's pretty nuts.
Ravenbeak's search for Metroid DNA poses a threat to the galaxy. You will never give up. The odds are still not in your favor, but you must end things here. I am searching for his location. Return here later for an update.
Alright, so I guess we'll just keep traversing through this region and I guess come backwards. We'll save now. Alright, so I think we're about to get into a fist fight right here. Whoa. What's all this shit? Ew. Oh! Hello. Huh. It's like Ravenbeak's thing, I guess, is fucking with your ability to kill it. So one of the questions that the computer chip kind of posed to you was, if Ravenbeak had you to begin with, why didn't he take your DNA right then and there in the beginning of the game, right? That's kind of the weird thing going on. And I guess we're seeing it right here. Ravenbeak is definitely tracking me.
Come to me, my prey.
Where the hell am I supposed to go? Oh, shit. Oh, crap. Am I dead? Oh, shit. Ah, come on, dude. Ah, that's fucking bullshit. Oh, shit. Help. Help. Oh, shit. Get him, Samus. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. What's happening? Fuck you too, Emmy. Damn, dude. So this is like, that's never happened before. In almost every section, I've had to like basically kill that thing. Kill that little eyeball thing, use the power and actually destroy it. So I guess she's powerful enough to not get fucked with, but she's not, doesn't mean we can't get into a fist fight with homie right here. Let's see what's going on. Oof. Use the charge guy, fire that off. Oof. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. I didn't even necessarily mean to do that 100%, I'm not gonna lie. But it looked cool. Fuck out of here, Hoto. Dude, I'm fucking packing some heat right now with these abilities. This bitch just cannot fuck with me. Oh my god, as I tried to do the shinespark move and almost die.
Now, Squirtle, use water gun.
Oh, I forgot about that ability. I totally forgot about that. Ah, I'm gonna probably die because of that. Whoopsie. Yikes. I was just talking shit too and I just got riggedy wrecked. Ah! Ah! I was fucking around. I'm sorry. I fucking... God damn it. Alright, we'll try that again. Oh, crap. I should just... I can't believe I just did that randomly the last time. It's actually a little harder than I remember. Oh, crap. Oh, shit. At least if I could just get him to do that shield bash. Oh, I hate that. Fuck out of here, Hoto. Oh, fuck. Ah, crap. I landed right on him. Oop. Oh, fuck out of here. Ooh, fuck out of here with that shit. Urgh. Whoa, my god. Samus, dude. Holy shit. Fuck out of here. I cannot believe that Emmy just randomly died. Oh, it gave me the power bomb. See, it's always funny, like, getting new abilities, dude. Like, you're always really enticed to the idea of being able to, like, you know, traverse through areas you haven't gone through yet with your new ability. And again, like, it feels like the point of the game, right? There's so much item collection, but again, because of the way it's all designed and everything like that, like, I don't know, it could be a little bit, it could be a little tumultuous. Like right here, my first instinct, get the ability, can't go back. Can't go back. Now we got to go forward, right? The game just will not let me proceed backwards to be able to get anything that I've got in any of the prior maps. Like pretty much in every map, there's like a bunch of unlockable shit that I haven't gotten, like unlockable areas I haven't been able to go to, like just, it's all over the place. But right now, the game will just, it's going to lead me along this path and maybe we'll see if we can backtrack a little bit later on. Okay, so you charge it and then you fire the bomb and homie dies too. Holy crap. So there's no way this game isn't going to have me do this. Hold on. This was totally a trope in the original game. Let's see what happens. Yep, it does. I'm telling you, dude, when you had to do that in fucking, I think it was Zero Mission or whatever. Nice callback, but it does remind me of the day looking that up online and being like, how the fuck was I supposed to know that? Let's see if this guy's got anything narrative for me interesting.
Uploading data. Samus, you have manifested a new power. The speed with which you siphon energy is undoubtedly Metroid in nature. The Metroid DNA inside you must have fully awakened, no doubt as a result of the many battles you have fought on this mission. This tremendous power is the last thing you require to confront Ravenbeak. I have detected a fortress in the sky high above Nubia. He must be there. The time has come. Samus, fulfill your destiny.
Yeah, I'm not doing that yet. Right? I've still got plenty of items I want to get. I'm not, you know, I don't know if like Metroid made me kind of become more of like a completionist when it comes to things. Lord knows I don't do it with every game, but with Metroidvania games, I try my best. And So again, this looks like yet another pathway that I can break with the power bomb, and it's probably the thing that's going to lead me back up into this area right here. But I'm going to do a little bit of backtracking. This is all just kind of boring shit, but I love it, and I'm going to do it. I'm just going to go through it really quick, and we'll do just one more big cut before we potentially get to the real meat of this goddamn video. We're back, Scrubs. Jesus. Just a quick recap. I managed to get all of the items in the surrounding regions, just kind of using the power bomb ability, which allowed me to kind of carve through some new areas. I also had to use the scanner. Kind of reveals all of like the hidden blocks in the walls. It kind of acts a little bit like the X-ray scanner from Super Metroid, which, why the fuck that was not in Zero Mission or Fusion, I have no fucking idea, man. I'm not fucking crazy, right? That shit was not in the handheld games at all, and it just made going through that entire game a fucking slog trying to 100% them, dude. I don't know how any of these fucking stupid kids had time to just fucking shoot every random brick in the wall until something broke. I have no fucking clue. It's fucking ridiculous. I do like that they broke up like each region into like percentages, and though you don't really get a sense about how much items act for each percentage, like I think there's only like 3 or 4 in this particular map itself, like every kind of area invariably had at least like 10, 15, sometimes 20% of it that I hadn't kind of gone through yet. Some of them were the shinespark puzzles, but some of them are just like random ass fucking nooks in the wall that you just never would have thought in your wildest dreams. Like the one area you just didn't bother scanning and didn't reveal to you. I do know that the game does have like a weird like alert system where the map on the corner screen will like apparently blink orange, if I'm not mistaken, if there's like a hidden item around you. It's kind of like an odd take on the Ender Lilies thing with the orange blocks, which I think is a really awesome mechanic to just like help you like figure things out a little bit while still keeping the mystery. But I never noticed it, dude. I don't think I ever noticed that thing flashing one time. I guess while I'm doing fucking cartwheels and got fucking John Carpenter bats flying at you from every fucking direction, you just can't possibly notice that shit. Thankfully, traversing the area is much, much easier once you get the screw attack, man. Or for any of my game trailer homies out there, if you know, you know.
Screw attack! Real OG!
Those were simpler times, the internet, I'll tell you. But yeah, like, this thing is like the fucking... It's like it may as well be a goddamn debug feature in this game. It's kind of funny, like... this game in particular, I think, handled combat in a much different way. Again, I think taking on a lot of the different elements we've seen in more modern Metroidvania search action style games, where they've got the counter move, and while it doesn't work with every creature, it works on enough of them to where you can get like a nice flow. And I do think it makes the combat a lot better, man. It's one of the things that I always hated about some of the original Metroid games, where you just kind of never quite feel as the combat is that intuitive. It's more just like this frantic shooting fest. Regardless though, like once you get the screw attack, all that shit goes out the window. You're a flying projectile. You're basically Krillin's fucking Destructo disc. You could basically fly, right? You can one-hit shot kill like almost 99% of the monsters that you come in contact with, and you wind up just spamming it like crazy because you kind of like move faster in a lot of ways too. I will find myself, especially towards the end of these games when I'm just running around the last minute, I mean, it is just a game breaker of all different things. So it does make, you know, going through all the maps a little bit easier. You still wind up using some like fucking websites at the end if you don't feel like wasting all your time like me. I mean, I got a lot of, you know, I got a lot of problems, and you know, wasting extra hours just, combing this goddamn desert looking for fucking shit is just, it's not on the menu. So like, you know, the website would help me grab like 1 or 2 of the last little bit items. Interestingly enough, just as an example on this one, I noticed this random sliver right here that kind of looks like it's a room and a part of the rest of the map, and it clearly looks like there's got to be a hidden area. But I just scanned like all of the spaces around it and couldn't find a fucking thing. And I finally looked it up online. It doesn't really seem like there's anything even there. I don't know if it's like just happens to be a weird like in part of the room that you're not able to go through. Maybe it's the part of the map later on or something, but there's only one more item apparently in this map, and it is not here. It's kind of going forward, so I guess we'll kind of just traverse through and see what happens. I love that they go from using that trope of using the super bomb to break the pipe. It's so obvious now if you've played that game before what to do, and the fact that they're just like straight up put it in two in the same area, like relatively close by, is just kind of funny to me. Again, just screw attack the shit out of that thing used to be so hard to fight. Without that thing, you're just like, holy crap, dude. Just bopping at shit like a fucking, like the little hammer in fucking Mario. Let's see if we can find that other item really quick before we go. I'm hoping also there's a save point somewhere. That'd be really nice too. I mean, I know I'm being a little needy, but sometimes it'd be like that. There. Oh. Interesting. Okay. So we got the last item, and yeah, that's 100%, dude. 100% of these items now, so I've got everything. It's kind of interesting going through this game. Like, I was a little bit worried early on that the Emmy part would kind of turn me off. I would just find it frustrating. Not that I couldn't appreciate it or what it is. Oh shit, you see homie back there? I love these type of fights, by the way. I mean, Metroid, for the most part, only has, really, with the exception of Metroid Fusion, only has like a few of those, like, one-on-one fighting somebody of your same weight class. Like, most of the games, right, it's some big-ass Colossus thing that you're going up against. It's a little bit like a Shadow of the Colossus. You're fighting some big old monster thing that's basically the size of the arena. But it's always nice when you have matches like this that are kind of like you fighting somebody in your own weight class. It's just kind of cool. I love the Belmont fights in Castlevania a lot. I love that they kept doing that for a long time. That became kind of a running trope where you fight somebody that's you could conceivably play. It's almost like a fighting game in that way. Like you start doing like technique versus technique, and there's just something so cool about it. I want to see if I can knock his fucking shield off. I love that I can turn around and actually like legitimately get him. I want to see if I can get that shield though. It'd be nice if I could just get that thing. So I got those like ricocheting rockets. Those things are such a god save. Now he turns into that shit. So yeah, this Chozo's clearly been consumed by the parasite like the rest of them. Oof. Oh shit, I totally forgot about that for a second again. Oh, and then he does that nice wave attack as well. This is pretty much the same fight though as the other guy, but yeah, again, like I just love that you can kind of mix it up and have like almost like these like mini bosses. Oh shit, I thought he was gonna do the spit Squirtle thing. Fuck out of here, ho. Oh shit. Ugh. Oh crap. Fuck out of here. Oh. Fuck out of here. Yeah, man, we're not playing fucking games right now. Just consuming that parasite. Interesting. I'm assuming shit's gonna get pretty serious from here on out, story-wise, so... where are we going? I guess we go to the main station or whatever. I wonder how big this part's gonna be. Oh shit, you're just launching in the air like fucking Contact. I love these little silent loading screens. They just bring so much fun to the festivities, you know? Oh my god, just launching up there. That's so crazy. It's like some fucking incredible shit. I do think it was very interesting that we got more lore about the Chozo themselves, and like interacting with the Chozo was very cool. I mean, just getting that first interaction. I know you kind of fuck with Ravenbeak in the beginning, but homie that unfortunately was trying to help you out, this sad son of a bitch, and just winds up getting completely jacked. And a Parasite X actually invades his body, winds up like basically turning into a mindless zombie. It's kind of unfortunate. He's basically getting consumed now. It's like a fucking virus, so. Editor's note as we reach the end of this video, I'm actually gonna be calling a bit of an audible. We're nearing the end of the road here with the final boss and wild ass shit you get into afterwards, so I think I'm just gonna decide to cut it off for now. I just wanted to give you a full 360 experience, give you a sense of what it's like controlling our girl Samus here. This bitch getting some wild ass shit, as you can see, but I guess somebody had to do it. I'm glad my scrub ass has been taking the ride, man. Going through all the different GBA games. It's all punctuating to this point right here. And I just thought, you know, we cut it off right now, and we'll definitely come back to it. I think I'm going to take one quick detour from the Metroid experience to kind of release one video I've been meaning to for a while. So to be continued, for real this time, I promise you, we're gonna fucking do this shit. Ravenbeak is on my hit list, and I'll kill him. I'll kill him dead.
So nice, life would be so nice.